What's going on, mobile gamers? Today is a pretty exciting day as I received the Razer Kishi version 2 in the mail from FedEx over the weekend when I was away. So let's jump in, check it out, and give it our first impressions review. Alright, mobile gamers, so this is supposed to be the beast of all mobile gaming controllers, according to a lot of reviews online, other than, the obvious Xbox one. But this thing, the Razer Kishi version 2, what I have read online is that it's supposed to be awesome, and that's all I know. That's really all I know. So we're going to give it our first impressions review today and open it up firstly. So we got this nice looking box. It's got a little hanger. I ordered it right from the Razer Kishi website, or Razer website, and I will put a link in the description for you guys to visit them. I think it was like $130 Canadian that I paid for this bad boy. So I'm pretty excited for this, and we're gonna just crack open, see if we can rip it open in the back. I might actually use something sharp to slice this open here. But yeah, I wasn't too impressed with how noisy the other thing that I bought was, which was the this one right here, the GameSeer X2. It's too clicky, and I'm hoping that this thing is not too clicky. And also, I don't like the design of this one too much. I don't mind it. It's good for one of my other devices, but it's not great for the device that I want to use it for, which is basically my S22 Ultra. So let's try to slice this open. We got a little bit of an unboxing first to do here. I know that part's probably the most boring part of the opening, but there we go. Nothing to it. We got our styrofoam, and it looks like there's not a lot in here, which is quite cool. We have, I think these are dividers, not dividers, but a way to make it so that you can fit multiple different styles of phones in here. And I'm going to check those out as well. They're little clips. There's obviously going to be a manual in here somewhere, I'm assuming. So we have the actual controller, and so far I like that. That's basically just like the Xbox controller. So we have our styrofoam, and we have our manual. So there's our manual. If you've watched a couple of my other videos, this paper seems nice. I like this manual. This is the first manual I'll say that I actually like. It's nice. It's just regular construction paper, it seems like, printed on. So thank you for choosing Razer. The dedication we put into engineering the high-performance gaming gear extends into after our sales. Our customer support team is always available for answering any questions, which is nice. Phone call, live chat, or email. And yeah, so this is basically giving you the instructions on how to set it up, and there's all your buttons. This is actually pretty straightforward, compatible with all of these devices, Note 10 Plus, and other Android devices, I'm assuming. My Android phone will work, so there's those little clips. So I am going to read that quick, actually. Changing the rubber cushions. So these rubber cushions are in the back here, it looks like. So these pieces right here, these might be different for different devices. So my device, for example, might not fit in here unless I change this rubber cushion out. So we're going to check that out, but this is still a first impression, right? So install the Razer Nexus app and launch the compatible titles, remap it if you need to. But I'm hoping that this thing will just work right off the hop. I'm going to test out Minecraft, I'm going to test out Game Boy Player, and I might test out Doom again. So I'm going to see if my phone fits into it without having to change those cushions. But yeah, this is actually a pretty nice... Oh, and they give you a nice sticker inside the booklet. Cool. Awesome. So I can add this to my sticker wall. So that's pretty sweet. My decal wall, whatever you want to call it. But this is, different languages, it seems like, and a little bit of information about it. But yeah, that's pretty straightforward as to what those are for. I like that. That was pretty straightforward. I'm not going to complain about that because I don't usually read instructions. So the feel of this thing, that is, pretty big. Like, that'll fit at least like maybe an 8-inch tablet. I don't know, but my phone is pretty big. This is the phone that we're going to be using today, which is the S22 Ultra, and my hopes are that I can just take this pop socket off, hopefully take this pop socket off and fit it in here with the case on, which I don't think I'm going to be able to, unfortunately, but that's a given kind of with a lot of devices like this. You probably won't be able to fit your case in there without you know, removing maybe this rubber. Let's take this rubber out. Okay, so that was pretty simple to take out. So I'm going to take out this one as well and see if that makes a difference. Maybe I can, you know, put my phone in there without that rubber in there. Nope. No phone case. No phone case. Ah, man. So that's kind of a disappointment because it does bend it a little bit. But, you know, it's not the end of the world for those that, you know, want to use this without it. And the phone case isn't really necessary anyways. But I think that rubber matting will be necessary to actually plug this thing in and keep it from having too much space on the back. So see how there's kind of the space back there. You can kind of see it back there, so I might put those rubbers back in there so that this isn't going to cause any issues. The flexibility of the actual USB-C part isn't actually there. There's no flexibility on that. Unlike the Game Seer, it has like that flexibility up and down, which I kind of like that because you can, you know, slide your device in and not have to worry about damaging your USB-C port on the actual device there. I'll just push my pen back in there. So let's pop these rubber mats back in. Let's see how easy it is to actually put these back in. So you got to make sure you have the right ones on each side. And let's pop that in there. That was pretty simple. And I'm assuming, yeah, these are just a little bit heighted. So there's different heights on these two. So smaller phones maybe, and bigger phones. So let's see. If we stretch it all the way out, it's not going to fit this one. So yeah, that rubber is pretty tight for this phone. So maybe take these rubbers out for thicker devices. So those that have an S22 Ultra already, there you go. You've already got the instructions on how to do this. So first impressions are always key on things like this. And so far, I'm not too dissatisfied. This is actually not too bad. This is pretty easy to go in there. The rubbers are not too hard to put in and out. And this is just basically, like I said, just to keep it intact, I would assume. And let's try to line that up. And that's where I like the USB-C thing of the other device. But maybe the rubber on this side might be an option so that it actually stays down. But also you could probably put like a rubber back here or something if you wanted to on your actual phone. But the big thing that disappointed me with the Game Seer is that this phone wasn't actually compatible with the device because of the raised camera on this device. And this one, there's no issues. And let's play around. Let's hear the clickiness. No clickiness. So that's just me banging on the controllers, like the actual buttons. Got a little bit of clickiness on the R1 and L1, but compared to the Game Seer, it doesn't have the soft buttons, and they're all clicky, right? Like, and the joysticks kind of feel cheap. These ones, they feel like the Nintendo Switch, honestly. They actually look like the Nintendo Switch controllers. I'm not going to compare them to that, but yeah, so that's the Game Seer compared to this device. But I like the softness of these back buttons. They remind me of the Xbox One controller. And yeah, the Xbox One controller, these buttons are clicky anyways. We have our M2 and M1 buttons. Not sure what those are for as of yet, but I will mess around with this and do an updated maybe guide on this as well. But let's navigate through. And let's open up some Minecraft. So that was pretty quick. In the hand, this thing feels really nice. It has the USB-C port right there. I'm assuming that you'd be able to charge your USB or your actual phone with this. Do you want to exit? No, I don't want to exit. B is A. So let's go into my world and see how easy it is to use all the controls for this thing. The joysticks are nice. They're not too high, but these joysticks, They are perfect. I like these. These are really nice. You can only sleep at night. So let's handle the controllability of our character here. And we're gonna have to change our button layout for a sec. So that's just a given, I would assume. With Minecraft, for example, But I'm really enjoying the controllability of this. I play on the Nintendo Switch quite often. Is this the start button? So that is the start button. Let's go to our settings and let's swap our button layout. So that's just something that we can do. And the reason that we're doing it this way is because they have set it up so that your buttons are actually the default buttons, actually. So on the other device, so the games here, the B is the bottom and the A is the left button. And this one is the way I like it, A, B, X, Y, which is the Xbox One controller, which is my preference because I play Xbox and I play Nintendo Switch, but Nintendo Switch is reverse. So, so far the gameplay on this is pretty perfect. I like the button layout. There's no problems with how this is all laid out so far. The functionality and everything. This is nice. Let's put this down. Let's pick up our sugar cane. I haven't been playing this too much. I just kind of use this world for testing out. But this is good. I love it. I'm not going to complain yet. So, and I could probably play this live and nobody would complain about how noisy it was or anything. It's not too bad whatsoever. And I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to do a definite 6-month review after playing with this for a while and see how well this controls still. So we got all our buttons up here. These aren't that loud, and like I said, compared to this is the games here. These are the 2 right back buttons. And like these will just feel kind of mushy, where we got that's the RT or R2. No clickiness. That's R1. Very quiet clickiness. Right, so that's that. And then we do have kind of tactile-y buttons for this, but they feel perfect. Like, they don't feel too bad. They feel amazing, honestly. Is this going to be the screenshot button? No. We have a screenshot button? No, that's just our extra button, it seems like. So we have an extra button here. That's a jump button, actually. So this one, we could probably remap this somehow. But this is our menu button, so we can use this as our menu button or our Y button. So I'm assuming you can remap that. The screenshot button, The other device had a screenshot button. So I'm not seeing anything for that, but like the crouching's working, up and down. This is a nice controller. I like this. I don't care about the screenshot thing. I'm sure we could probably remap something to screenshot. Let's go to the settings for a second. Maybe we can try to do that quick. Controller. Jump, fly, crafting, cycle, sprint. And yeah, the joysticks, like, they're not too high. They're not raised up really high, unlike this one, where it's got like a pretty big gap in between. But the controls on this one, like, I feel like there's a lot of movement in here before you actually go up. And I'm not bashing the X2. It's a nice controller and all, and you get what you pay for. This thing was 130 bucks, right? So this is pretty pretty expensive, but I like it. I'm not going to go into trying to find that screenshot. I'm sure you could remap it by using the actual application that they suggest you get. But this button maybe? This one's supposed to be the screenshot button, it looks like, but it's not seeming like it wants to actually let me screenshot anything. So I'm not too disappointed about that. I don't really care about that too much. And there's my guy. He's just doing what he does best by, like, he's taking a big poop. Go get my sword. But yeah, anyway, so let's go home. Let's get out of here and let's navigate to Doom, another 3D game, and then we'll navigate to Game Boy if you want to watch that. So we're opening up Doom, Bethesda. I love Bethesda. Let's go. So yeah, controls, they're good. Not gonna complain. These are nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah. This controller is definitely worth the money. Yeah, I love it. you guys should definitely get one of these. So this is my first impression, and so far I love this thing. This is a nice controller. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shoot, shoot, I pushed the wrong button. Ouch. Yeah, okay, so there's that. That was fun. Let's start, save, because I'm going to probably continue this later. I love this game back in the day. So let's go check out Game Boy quick, and I'm assuming there's not going to be any issues with that. So let's play some Pokemon Blue. Let's load our game save, and maybe turn down the volume because that's pretty loud. But yeah, so we got our D-pad. D-pad's working great. Joystick allows us to move around with our D-pad buttons. All of our other buttons, let's press our start button. That works. Can we screenshot this game? No. But I'm assuming we can remap stuff, right? I don't know. There's probably a way to actually do that quick, but I'm not going to get into that. AliExpress pops up. I don't know why. Inputs, key mapping. Let's see if there's a screenshot. There it is right there. Does this button actually recognize? No. What about this button? Screenshot. The button select, we could use a screenshot. What about maybe this back button? Button X. So let's go like this. Gallery once. So yeah, there you go. So there's a screenshot. But let's do that again. Always. Yeah. So that's pretty straightforward. Screenshot button. I don't know why this screenshot button's not working. Maybe it needs to be remapped with the actual application, but I actually like this. This is really nice in the hands, and it would be nice to see if they did a Bluetooth version of this actual controller as well, because this would be great as a secondary controller for things like your Nintendo Switch. But that is my honest first impression review. If you guys want to see me do another review in about 6 months, I'm going to be using this controller quite a bit, and I might even do some live gameplay and stuff like that, maybe playing some Doom or something, and yeah, if you guys want to see that too, then let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoy. This is, you know, the drop test, shake test. This thing's not moving around. I'm going to do that quick, but I hope you guys enjoy this controller. If you purchase it, the link is in the description. I'm not affiliated by all means, but there you go. There it is. Thing's beautiful. Love it. Have a good day.